Renters, what's the creepiest thing your landlord has ever done? My landlord told me I was his favorite tenant. Then he worked with my estranged family to try and have me declared mentally incompetent. The apartment was a miracle, a rent-controlled one-bedroom in a city where that's basically a unicorn. The landlord, Mr. Henderson, was a kindly old man in his 80s who lived downstairs. The first few months were perfect. Then the weirdness started. It was always small things. I'd come home from work to find a window wide open that I knew I had locked. My keys wouldn't be in the dish by the door, they'd be on the kitchen counter. He'd schedule emergency maintenance at 10 p.m. to check for a gas leak, then wander around my apartment for 20 minutes, find nothing, and leave with a cheerful, all clear. He was a master of gaslighting. When I mentioned my mail kept going missing, he'd pat my arm and say, "Oh, you poor dear, you're so busy, you probably just misplaced it." I started to feel like I was losing my mind. I put extra locks on the door. He had them removed, citing a fire code violation. I was living in a constant state of low-grade anxiety. The breaking point came when he told me he needed to have the entire apartment's wiring inspected and that I needed to be out for a full day. A cold suspicion washed over me. I went to a big box store and bought a 2-pack of the cheapest motion-activated security cameras I could find. They were designed to watch your pets. I hid one on a bookshelf facing the living room and one in my bedroom. I left for the day and watched the live feed on my phone from a coffee shop 5 blocks away. At exactly 10:03 a.m., the camera sent a notification. I watched as Mr. Henderson let himself into my apartment. He wasn't with an electrician. He was with my sister. The sister I hadn't spoken to in 3 years, not since she tried to get my parents to give her my share of our inheritance early. They didn't inspect any wiring. My sister walked through my apartment, picking things up, sneering. Henderson just stood by the door, smiling. Then he said something that the camera's microphone picked up perfectly. "See, just like I told you, she's unstable. The place is a mess. She's not fit to live on her own." My sister nodded. "This is perfect," she said. "With your testimony, the judge will have to grant me conservatorship." He wasn't trying to evict me. He was trying to help my sister erase me. He wanted the rent-controlled apartment back so badly he was willing to help someone steal my life. I didn't go back to the apartment. I downloaded the video file, sent a copy to a lawyer, and another to the other long-term tenants in the building. It turned out he was doing similar, smaller things to all of them. We filed a class action lawsuit for harassment. Henderson was forced to sell the building as part of the settlement. The new owners offered to sell the units to the existing tenants. My closing was last Tuesday. My sister sent a card. I mark all her letters returned to